Welcome to Wednesday. Yes, it's September. Can you believe it's September already? Here we are, September 1, and it's going to be looking and feeling like September here in the coming days. The remains of Nora moving through. We'll show you that on satellite and radar here in a moment, and that's going to bring some weather to many areas of Utah, Colorado, Arizona, parts of southern Wyoming and New Mexico, and then the adjacent high plains here over the next couple of days. A cool front moving through will also add to the mix, and that's going to make it a little cooler here for the second half of the week. This will be especially true for Montana, Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, parts of Colorado and western Nebraska and South Dakota, North Dakota, but the heat will probably remain in parts of Colorado through the weekend, but a lot of the central and northern area is going to cool off. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be noted Thursday and Friday in many locations. Nothing widespread, but they're going to be around. Labor Day weekend right now, folks, is looking like a gem for many reasons, and we'll go through that here in a moment. Could there be help for the California fires in the next 7 to 10 days? Something interesting showing up today, and I think there might be a little help as we get into next week. We'll show you that here in a moment. Mid-September cool down is still in the picture. This is something we brought up yesterday and something we're just going to watch, but I do think the middle of September is going to bring about a bit of a change in the forecast and the pattern, which is very typical for this time of year. Something to look forward to, but we'll take a look at that as well. Here's today's water vapor photo showing the extent of the remains of Nora getting pushed up into the region. For the last 2 days, the southern deserts of California have been getting rain. Now, the southern deserts of California are getting rain, but the areas where the fires are not. How's that for being frustrating? But you can see the deeper moisture up here going through Utah right now. This is the area where the moisture is really, really deep. A really nice rain shield showing up on radar over portions of northeastern and eastern Utah this morning. And this is all going to slowly, this subtropical air, going to be rotating through the area like this over the next 24 to 36 hours. This is the radar this morning. Look at this consistent band of rain through Utah, northwest Colorado, moving into far southern areas of Wyoming, then still quite a bit of shower and thunderstorm activity over Arizona, New Mexico, Las Vegas area, and then back into southern areas of California. One thing I want you to note, it may be a little bit hard to see, but if you look near Cedar City, Utah, notice there's a little counterclockwise rotation, a little bit of spin here in southwestern areas of Utah with the radar image. That little counterclockwise spin is a little piece of spinning air, or basically we call it vorticity, that's left over from Hurricane Nora. And that's why there's enhanced rain right there. And that's another reason out ahead of it, there's some enhanced rain right here. So this disturbance, basically a little piece of what's left of Nora, is going to be tracking just like this over the next 24 to 36 hours. And that is the path where the better rain and thunderstorm activity will be, where that disturbance is going. But this is really great to see. Areas of western Colorado, parts of Utah really needing the rain. They're going to be getting some more here over the next 24 hours. You can see that little wave, part of that disturbance right there in the upper level charts, and it's going to come right up through here. The other thing to show you is this low up over Alberta with a cool front behind it. This is going to be sweeping in tonight and into Thursday and Friday, cooling things off and interacting with the remains of Nora as it goes through. And through Saturday, this is the rainfall forecast. Now this just shows you where it's likely going to rain. When you look at the amounts of rain showing up here in the numbers, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But anywhere in the green, dark green, blue, yellow areas is the highest chance of measurable rainfall with the next 3 days ahead. Now, as we get further along, this is for Friday. High pressure shifts into the central plains states. We've got the cool front and the low swinging through the northern Rockies right here. What is going to happen is that this trough here and the cool front will shift our winds aloft and have them come from the northwest instead of the west-southwest. Now, this west-southwest wind flow is just transporting all the smoke from the California fires into the central Rockies. But once we get into late Friday afternoon and into Friday night and into the weekend, winds aloft, the trajectory of the air comes in from the west-northwest where there's much less smoke. So the good news about the weekend there's several pieces of good news. Number one, the weekend looks beautiful and very comfortable with temperatures and conditions and lower relative humidity, but the winds aloft should bottle up the wildfire smoke and keep it down some. I'm not saying there will be no smoke and haze this weekend. There still will be in some areas of the Rockies, especially west of the Divide, but there's going to be less smoke this weekend. There's going to be high pressure and dry air this weekend, and that all adds up to a really nice 3-day period if you want to be outdoors. And I know a lot of you are going to be going to football games. You're going to go on camping trips. 3-day weekend. Archery season starts today in parts of Wyoming and the Intermountain West for your archery hunters. And you're going to have a really nice weekend of weather for that with sunny days, cool nights, and comfortable temperatures. Now here's the help possibly coming next week for parts of Northern California and Oregon in the wildfire areas. Now, it's not enough to put the fires out at all, but there is going to be a low, as it looks right now, sneaking in to the Pacific Northwest coast right around Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And it does look like this area here is going to have a chance for some showers and thunderstorms and cooler temperatures. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Longer term, this is that cool down we've been talking about towards the middle of September. This map I'm showing you is right around September 12th, 13th time frame. Shows a pretty good low coming in British Columbia. High pressure in the Gulf of Alaska. Gulf of Alaska high pressure means the door opens to cooler, more moist air coming on in. So in the middle of September, there will be a weather pattern change that should help out the Pacific Northwest, California, and bring cooler air to the Central Rockies and Northern Plains states as well. And that's something we'll keep an eye on here in the coming days. Have yourself a good Wednesday and a good first day of September.